Don't forget to check out my Patreon where we have exclusive content for groups such as Twice, 17, Red Velvet, Blackpink, NCT, Super M, Shiny, AT, Stray Kids, and so much more, along with K-dramas, concerts, and other variety shows. Hey guys, Angie here, and it's been 84 years since I've been wanting to watch this. We're finally here. It's Yesung and Heechul drinking. This ship, I'm saying ship, pairing? No, I don't think they're a ship. I mean, I guess anyone could be a ship. But like, this pairing to me has always intrigued me because I feel like I barely see them interact. And I feel like they're so interesting to me. Like, I sometimes sit at 3 a.m. laying in bed, eating some Cheez-Its, watching some Buffy, and think, I don't see, like, what's a good example? Like, Lee Took and Raylook. I don't see those two interact that much. I wonder what they're like. Or, like, Hyunah and Donghae, I guess. Like, I feel like I don't see them talk together alone a lot. I wonder what they're like. And then Yesung and Heechul to me is one I've always thought about. Maybe because I think both of them are attractive. Maybe because I just love them both so much. And I just would imagine them together. Not like that. I mean, hey, that's cool too. But like, not like Unhae. But I just think I've always wanted to see them alone. You know when they had that awkward pairing episode in, was it Super TV or Super T Returns? One of those. Where the awkward members hung out together. Like, it was Shinung and Donghae, Lee Took and Heechul, Yesung and Eunhyuk, which technically they're not awkward together, they just bicker a lot, but they were included. Like, was it Hyunah and Yesung at one point? That was like the second season of it. But like, I just wanted because Heechul's wasn't included in that, right? No, he was with Lee Took though. I feel like they're a pairing. I guess maybe they're not awkward. I just don't see them together a lot. So I'm curious. So let's have a video. Oh, wait. I don't know who she is, but she's pretty. Oh, okay, interesting. Hello.
이런 가짜 오프닝 제발 집어치워.
His son's tattoos are real now, right? I think he joked about it before. I think you guys told me. Because remember they were fake for a while. So I've witnessed Yesung fake tattoo era and real tattoo era. I think he said something like, oh, my dad still thinks my tattoos are fake. And I'm like, bitch, I did for a while too, until someone told me. Because I asked once, oh, are these real? And then someone was like, no, they're like fake tattoos. I think it was for something. And he just liked them. And then he got real ones. Are we still in that blood type era? See? That's how you know they're old.
어색할 수 있겠지만 여기 이렇게 두 인맥 왕들과 함께 좋은 시간 보내러 온 예선입니다. 반갑습니다.
Heechul is such a sweater king.
이제 먹으면 돼. 오늘 두 분이 오신다고 좋은 밥 사줘. 미식계 우주 대스타 할인 더 미식 육즙만두가 찾아왔어.
Ooh, dumplings.
이번에 9가지 맛이 출시됐다고요? 오늘은 그 중에 없는 사이에서 고기,
Gravy.
김치, 육즙만두,
Gray shrimp.
육즙만두 세 가지를
As opposed to what
준비해보았습니다.
shrimp?
만두소는
What makes it gray?
12시간 저온 숙성에서 육즙을 꽉, 만두피는 3시간 돌려놓은 육수로
I love this hair color in Yesung. Also, Raylook is having a comeback. Bitch, we spoiled. My biases are spoiling me this year. Leave me alone.
만두 육즙 미쳤다.
I hope you can thank me because I brought this good energy into the group. I joined the fandom and they're like, all the comebacks, let's go.
계속 그 얘기하지 않았나? 하루
I'm just kidding.
갑자기 이렇게 앉아 있는데 여기
Hey, dumplings aren't.
묵직한 게 있길래 보니까
Wow.
희철 형이 배가 이렇게
So we're this pairing.
너무 맛있어.
Ow, my foot.
아니, 새우가 어쩜 이럴 수가 있어.
느끼함이 없네. 형 어떤 거 먹었어? 나 김치만 먹어. 나 예성이가 음식 먹는 거 정말 몇 년 만에
She,
무슨 말이야?
단독으로.
they're this pairing, I see. I'm gonna have to just stick with it. I just have to push through.
예성이가 먹는 모습을 본 사람이 거의 없어요.
어때요 맛이?
맛있어요, 진짜.
아
너무 맛있어요.
오빠는 제로 콜라 드실래요?
아,
제가 또 제로 콜라 준비해놨어요.
술을 잘 못 마셔서. 네. 자, 봅니다. 자,
Why he even pretend to lie like this?
방송보다 더 살쪘어요. 아 그래요? 와 이분만 살쪘어.
조심해. 이따 갈
See, I
때는 나
would
술로
cry.
간다.
I would cry if I moved to Korea,
요즘
man.
젊은이들이 하는
I'd just be like, why you call me
오케이.
fat?
봐!
지.
청춘은 바로 지금!
It sounds like the introvert joining two crazy people. He's like, y'all need to let me.
오빠는 찬 스타일이고 오빠는 약간
That's exactly what I just said.
원래 좀 성격이 근데 우리 혈액형은 똑같은데 완전 성격은 반대. AB인데 그래서 예성이는 내가 불러야 나와. 아니면 절대 나가.
Yesung's me. That's why we had to get married.
근데 내가 부르면은 안 나오면은 큰일 날 것 같아서
어느 정도가 되는데 만약에
He also gets sad if you don't invite
안
him.
나왔으면 아마 쌩까지 안 왔으니까.
진짜 그 정도로?
번호 지워요.
He's just like,
진짜 됐어. 알지?
400 numbers. I can get rid of one.
전화번호 지웠지 않았어 멤버들 중에? 아니 전화번호부가 한 20명도 안 됐을 거야. 하도 지워서 투지폰 때는. 갑자기 술 먹다가 휴대폰 보고 있으면 뭐해 형 그러면 핸드폰 이렇게 사람 이름.
He's that petty bitch. I love it. I love that for him.
예섹스랑 추억이 많은 게 예성이랑 추억이 많은 게.
I totally see that.
싸우기로 했고.
That's why I'm so intrigued by these two.
아니 그냥 주먹으로 싸웠으면 내가 이겼어.
It's a down.
일어나, 야, 일어나.
No, Yesung sit down. Stay down.
예성이랑 처음 싸웠다기보다 너 기억나지? 내가 연습 정지를 많이 먹었었단 말이야.
연습 정도는
아 SM은 요즘은 모르겠어요. 옛날에는 연습 정지를 줬어요. 왜냐면 컨트롤이 안 되니까 약간 반성하라는 의미에서.
Oh, did Jamin get that?
정확히 내가 예성이랑
Jamin from NCT. I feel like he got that.
사우나를 가서.
I forget they're so close in age. I
나 스물.
feel like Yesung is so much younger than him. Because I always forget Yesung. If I told you the ages I thought they were, like in order, this would be my. This is how when I got into the group, this is how I pictured their ages. I thought Shiwon. Okay, let's do this because I'm gonna forget names. Ignore these. Ignore these. Ignore these. That's just how I remember people's names. Shiwon was the oldest, and I think that Shinung was like out under him. If I added Kongyan, I would feel like he was here. I thought Raywook was the youngest. And I thought Eunhyuk. I was told instantly they were the same age, so I couldn't even really think about that. Why can't I tell you, bitch? Is that everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah, this is kind of how I assumed their ages were. I think Eunhyuk is younger than Donghae, right? No, Donghae's birthday was recent. I know Eunhyuk's birthday is April 4th. Yeah, I assumed this was the age. Like, I assumed this. for a while. Like it takes me some time sometimes. I feel like I'm not even that off though. That's the funny thing. It's just Shimon throws everything off, and then Heechul too, because I always fear Heechul. Now I feel it. Now I'm like, oh, Heechul clearly is one of the older members. Yesung though, his height and age just don't add up, and I refuse to believe both of them. That's like how I assumed. The fact they're only a year apart is crazy to me. I would assume at least 3 years apart.
그래서 내가 누나 목욕탕 갔다 왔어요. 그랬더니 갑자기 반성문을 쓰라는 거야.
써야지.
그래서 둘이 알지 그 옆에 조그만 데 들어가.
They really out here punishing them.
나는 죄송합니다.
Like it's the
죄송합니다. 뭘
1600s.
잘못했는지 모르겠지만 목욕탕 간 게 죄라면 그러다가 갑자기 나도 이거를 왜 써야 되냐고. 내가 목욕탕 간 게 뭐가
But like
재밌냐고 하고 나가고.
facts.
그래서 그 누나는 너 연습 정지. 그래서 예 이러고 정지 먹고. 아 근데 그 누나 이해가 되는 게 우리가 연습생이 얼마나 많아요.
나도 이해된다니까요. 저는 솔직히 미끄러질까 봐 걱정이네요.
그럼 뭐 겨울에는 아예 못 다니겠네.
걱정이 돼요. 오빠는 더 걱정돼요.
아, 얘는 안 돼. 얘 바람 부르면
다 부러질 것 같아.
얘는 가을부터 안 나가. 바람 불면 날아가서.
가을부터 여름까지만 나갈 수
그래서
있어.
스케줄 급할 때는 그냥 바람 세게 불 때 그냥 두면은
바람 타고 가는구나.
바람 타고.
It sounds like Dad is here to get bullied.
대판을 쳐도 어떻게든 되겠지라고 생각을 했던 거 같지.
Yeah, it sounds like my life is on the line here.
솔직히 언제 잘릴지 모르는 멤버.
그렇게 생각했구나.
Because he only got like 1 second of screen time.
형처럼 저렇게 마음대로 하면 그냥 나는 끝이라고 생각을 했기 때문에 두려웠죠. 이게 두려웠고 이렇게 데뷔할 기회가
Yeah, Heechul had that privilege since day one.
어떻게든 잘 데뷔해서 무조건 성공해야 돼만 생각하고 살아왔기 때문에. 근데 더 솔직하게 얘기해서 그때 받았던 상처들이 지금의 나를 만들었다고 나는 생각을 해요. 나는 사실 분노는 되게 여러 가지가 있다고 생각하는데 그것들을 가지고 잘 활용하면 오히려 더 좋은 쪽으로 갈 수 있는 방향성이 되지 않을지.
I don't know if suppressing is good though.
그런 것들을 나의 성장의 발판으로 쓸 수 있다는 게 되게 대단한 거예요. 왜냐면은 낭비하지 않은 거거든. 그 시간 맞을 때.
지들끼리 좋은 말 주고받고 나는 무슨 야 예성아 한 잔만 하자. 아 뭐 한 잔 갈까? 와 이거 진짜 한 잔만 가자. 그럼 맥주?
맥주 있지. 짠.
야 우리 3단 러브샷 한번 가보자.
네.
미안해.
God, Yesung's taller than Heechul. Stop, I don't believe you. I want to rewatch that Trainee episode where they were like trying to seduce that girl. Because to this day, it's one of my favorite things I've ever seen.
술을 그냥 꼴꼴꼴 마시면서 옆에서
I don't know, I just thought about that.
낮춰줬어야 돼.
높아서 그랬어요.
아니 옆에서
It's okay, girl, I felt you.
그래 러브샷 하자. 현아야 반갑다.
Hyunah. You could at least crouch down for her.
어떻게 알게 됐어? 아니 아는 형님에 나왔는데 그날 우리가 나는 이제 유튜브를
Susie.
보니까 그 얼마 전까지 본 게 이제 나나 씨 나온 거 신혜선 씨, 뭐 수지 씨, 뭐 윈터 씨.
여자분들만.
내
Winter.
주변 남자애들 다 이거밖에 기억 못해.
오빠는 내 거 본 적 있어요?
있지.
뭐야?
최근에 봤던 거는 윈터 나온 거도 있고.
또?
근데 남자도 나왔었대. 그 권혁수.
봤네.
See?
봤네.
He ain't new, Heechul.
수님이도 SM 연습생이죠, 우리 멤버.
Who that?
내가 있어. 형은 없었고. 난 없었지. 저는
Oh, wow.
이제 좀 일주일에 한 5번 정도 가서 연습을 하는 연습생이었던 순일이는
I always has to get tested.
그 일요일만 가끔 이제 테스트만 받으러 왔던.
걔는 항상 감자튀김 먹었다 했어, 자기.
그냥 통통한 초등학생.
Elementary dreams. Okay, so they have some different rules for younger trainees. That's good.
맨날
맞아.
부르고.
걔 아직도 그래요. Oops, I
Did
did
it
it
again.
again.
야 남자가 그 키가 올라가? 근데 걔는 약간 목소리가 약간 여성 쪽에 가깝잖아. 나 누군지 기억할 것 같아. 우리 토요일마다 노래 부르는 거 있을 때 여자 노래 부르는 애 있었어. 맞아. 아 그때 근데 형. 나 있을 때 있지 않았어? 2002년 3년 이때?
맞아요. 초6부터 중3까지.
그럼 맞는 거 같아. 가끔 왔어. 내가 순이를 어떻게 다시 만났냐면 어반자카파 첫 번째 나왔던 싱글을 듣다가 어디서 많이 들어봤던 목소리인 거야. 보니까 순일인 거야. 그래서 내가 SNS로 순이를 찾아서
맞아.
연락을
난 기억이 나. 왜냐면은 예성이 형이 자기를 찾아서 연락했다고. 유명한 사람.
Yes, he says.
유명한 사람이랑 뭔 상관이야?
Heechul's constantly like
그래도 뭔가 이렇게까지 막
patting him and stuff. I think it's cute.
그걸 순이가 얼마나 고마웠는지.
너무 반가운 거야. 왜냐면 걔가 어느 순간 SM에서 이제 안 보였고 음악을 참 좋아했던 아이였는데 이렇게 결국 자기의 꿈을 계속 갖고 음악을 해서 데뷔를 한 거잖아. 연락을 해서 이렇게.
그게 싸이월드 연간 2위였어.
진짜 뭔데?
커피를 마셔.
그래서 내가 이제 너가 이 노래 하자고 그런 거야? 그때 음악을
Look how cute they are.
때문이네. 야!
Their manner is really
나는
cute.
셋이 노래 부르는 거야. 그래서 내가 그러면 코요테에 순정했지. 야, 여자 하나의 남자들은 코요테가 넘버원 아니야.
That's the collect group, right?
오반자카파 노래를 불렀던 누가 없었던 것 같아서 그거 한번 해볼까가 된 거지. 잠깐만. 하나 낮춰야 될 것 같아.
Most of us afraid.
그냥 원키로 해.
I was petrified. If I hear piano, I just think that.
원, 투, 원, 투.
괜찮아 네가 없는 나도 괜찮아 가끔씩 생각나는 날도 괜찮아 사실은 아직도 실감이 안 나나 봐. 이렇게 오늘처럼 비 오는 날엔 우리 함께 즐겨 들었던 이 노래 한참을 멍하니 그렇게 웃고 있어. 난 낮게 할게. Baby baby 그대 같이 안 불러?
Can't remember my hero. So this is the song BTS like I don't want to say like covered, but like wow, full circle. My whole K-pop life just came full circle in this moment. They have a song called Coffee. Coffee? I think it's just called Coffee on their album, and I found out years later it's not their song. It's like I guess a revamped song of it, like version of it. I guess you could say, but it's not even because like those are the lyrics. It's not sampled because it's not just like the instrumental. What's it called? Like, 'cause they didn't steal it. That would like they would be like student stuff. Like they must have bought it, asked permission to use the chorus. I think the verses are different. Baby, baby, tonight. That's so crazy to me.
쑥스러워.
I feel like 90% of armies don't know that song isn't their song.
아니 어느 순간 예능에서 노래 부르는 게 좀 쑥스러운 거야. 나이가 되니까 알지. 20대 때는 거울 보면
It's similar to how like people don't know Year 3000 isn't the Jonas Brothers song.
무슨 무대를 해도
Apparently people like found out
내
recently.
스스로가 너무 행복했어. 사랑스럽고. 근데 이제 나이가 들고 그러면서
That's interesting. I feel like it's usually the opposite. Heechul.
내가 멤버들을 보면서 느껴. 우리 멤버들이 진짜 멋있거든. 지금 얘네 나이 40이야. 되게 41이야. 근데 이렇게 관리하기 쉽지 않아. 말이 안 돼. 애들 보면서 애들이랑 의견 얘기를 한 게 예성이랑 나랑 부딪히는 부분이 예성이는 형 그래도 우리가 40이지만 우리가 50이어도 60이어도 우리는 아이돌로 데뷔했기 때문에 우리는 아이돌을 유지하자.
그건 맞아요.
이 마인드면 나는 탈아이돌 하고 싶다. 왜 내 아이돌은 내 직업일 뿐이지 내 인생이 아닌데 이걸로 얘기를 엄청 많이 했어.
That was like their issue with the contract, right?
나는 어렸을 때 예쁘지 않다고
She says look in
생각했던
line
시절이
this.
있어. 나는 그거를 받아들이는 시간이 필요했어. 그러니까 내가 너무 예쁜 거야. 내가 너무 좋아. 근데 오빠는 처음부터 너무 예뻤잖아요. 그러면 늙어가는 오빠의 모습도 받아들여야 되는 거야.
이거 근데 쉽지 않아. 왜냐면 팬들이 좋아했던 나는 20대 때 그 외모랑 이런
그거는
느낌일 텐데.
오빠의 생각이에요.
그러니까 내 생각을 해. 이거 나는 유지가 안 되는 거야. 술 다 끊고 탄수화물 다 끊고 하면 되는데 그건 예성이고 나는 그게 자신이 없어. 내 행복을 잃는 느낌이니까.
오빠의 삶을 사는 게 중요하고.
우리 섹스 선생님 한마디 해주시죠. 나는 그건 있었던 것 같아.
That's very sad to hear, and I feel like people. Oh, that kind of made me sad about Heechul, because I feel like you would think of Heechul as someone who didn't care what other people think. I feel like the more I'm getting to know him outside of his funny side, the more I feel like he's actually very self-conscious, and maybe even parts of him himself didn't accept that, because it does feel like he always thinks he has to live as 25-year-old Heechul. rather than, how old is he, 40? 40-year-old Heechul? And that upsets me to know I like his honesty though. I think most people do, even if it sometimes isn't good. Where he's like, yes, Yesung wants to maintain being a singer and an idol, and he's just like, no, I'm not for that. Like, it is just a job to him, and I really respect that he says that, because I never once thought, oh, Heechul loves being like an idol stuff. I feel like everyone agrees. Even he himself has said, if it wasn't for like the group, I would have quit like long ago. I've probably just been like an entertainer. Like when he hurt himself, I think he said like a year or two after that, he like felt like he was always holding them back or something, and he only really stayed for them. And even since then, like obviously he doesn't join the tours and stuff. He just kind of will drop in for like the anniversaries and stuff, and like when they do an album, he'll partake in the like singing parts usually, and he doesn't get that many lines. And I really respect that about him. He's not someone who's like, because there's very clear members in groups that clearly like being an idol for the entertainment aspect, the fun of it, the like, they thrive off a crowd, but they're not like a singer. They're not like an artist. And like, yeah, someone like Yesung is like an artist where he's like, I want to do music. Like, that is my life. That's what makes me go. He just like, I could do without that. I just like you guys. But hearing him talk about himself like that kind of made me sad. Because I feel like I am seeing Heechul slowly. I don't want to say he's depressed, but he seems lost.
계속 내 자신을 혹독하게 밀어붙였던 것 같아. 그 매일 지속되었던 운동장 50바퀴 뛰기뿐만이 아니라 술도 안 마셔야 됐고 음식도 절제했어야 됐고 그 시간을 쓸데없이 낭비하지 않았고 계속 무언가를 준비했기 때문에 지금처럼 앨범을 만들 수 있고 더 많은 지식과 나만의 세계가 형성이 된 거 아닐까라고 긍정적으로 생각을 하고 있어.
오빠 신곡도 나오지 않았어요? 나 일본에서 오빠 노래 되게 잘 듣다고 들었는데.
콘서트가 좀 가분하게도 좀 크게 했는데 다행히도 잘.
예성아, 우리 늘 겸손했으니까 한 번만 방송용으로 한번 거만 한 버전
진짜
가자.
거만.
가분하게도 이런 표현 말고 제가 잘했으니까요. 한번 가자.
연기라는 거는.
진짜 거만 한 버전 가자.
I'm noticing this in this video. Heechul's so weird. He'll be calling Yesung like, he'll like make fun of Yesung. Oh, that's so him though. He'll make fun of him and then be like, hey, what do you think, Yesung? Talk, Yesung. Come on, you can talk. Hey, you deserve it. Let's say it. Come on. Be confident about it. And I'm like, Heechul, you're literally that dad who's like, makes fun of his son, but then he's like, hey, come on now, you deserve that. And it's like, hopefully one day we can do without the making fun of. But
이번 되게 잘 됐다면서요?
it's nice that he hypes him up.
아닌 것 같아. 아닌 것 같아. 잘해.
When it comes to something he knows Yesung cares about, he'll hype him.
내가 하라고 그랬는데 나 안 먹었어요.
그러면 이번 앨범은 프로듀싱도 오빠가 한 거야?
이번 연주에 처음에 나왔던 센서리 플로우즈라는 내 첫 정규 앨범이었는데 SM에서 최초로 프로듀싱 디렉터 전체를 했던 게 이번에 내가 했던 거야. 근데 나도 나만의 세계가 너무 강력한 사람이라 내 세계를 앨범에 꼭 표현을 해야 되겠더라고. 그래서 내 얘기를 쓰고 내 생각으로 작업을 하고 내 컨셉에 맞춰서 사진이랑 뮤비랑 다 작업하는 게 재밌더라고.
Oh, why does he look so cute here? Yes, okay, let's hear it.
아직도 나의 시간은 너의 향기가 배면서 주저앉은 소파처럼 변하지 않은
I love Heechul look back at him like that. He's like, give that little nod of approval. It makes me cry. I feel like, does he have a soft spot for Yesung? It's similar to like how I feel like Lee Tuk has a soft spot for Hyukjae.
야, 피아노 선수네.
처음 해봐, 너 해봐. 너 불러봐.
어느덧
들러가 시간을 쏠수 있는
Is this just like her apartment?
짧지 않던 세월 서로가 가까워진 지금은 내일 당장 사라져도 잊혀버리게 하지 않도록 기억하도록.
Craziest part to me is Heechul could be such a popular solo artist. Like if he actually put in effort. And he doesn't know how to dance. He can kind of like Yesung and stuff. Like he can be similar to like Taeyeon. Not like, I don't know, like range and stuff, but like fame. Like I feel like he really could.
야, 좋다, 야. 띠리리링 자,
But I guess, you know, he's just honest. He's like, I'm just not passionate about that.
근데 오빠 목소리 진짜 좋다.
노래 잘 안 된다. 아까 너무 웃었어. 이번 앨범은 사실 이번 연도 초에
He couldn't even let himself take that compliment. You know, when the fight she gets on makes me so sad.
얘기를 썼던 얘기들을 쓰고 싶은데 그게 엄마
She's looking at him the way I do.
강아지들에 대한 노래가 있고 엄마 얘기도 그냥 딱 내가 하고 싶었던 얘기를 꼭 하고 싶었어. 그래서 그런 음악을 썼고 그래서 딱 발라드 한 곡 있어. 다 밴드 음악, 재즈 음악 이런데 얼터너티브나 딱 발라드 하나.
Let him almost boy.
발라드로 하나.
나는 사실 감정을 느끼면서 돈으로 환산하는 걸 좋아해.
Facts.
아, 근데 이거 맞는 얘기야.
아 정답이야. 나는 왜냐면은 이거를 내가 아파하고 살 수는 없잖아.
배우 형들이 저런 얘기를 하더라고. 누군가의 장례식장에 갔는데 너무 슬프더래, 너무 힘들더래. 근데 이 슬프고 힘든 감정마저도
저장해야 돼.
저장해야 되는 거야.
그럼 당연하지. 예술하는 사람은
나는 이게 안 맞아. 그러니까 이게 뭐냐면 이런 거에서 약간 리스펙해. 솔직히 말하면 나는 그 누굴 만나도 항상 얘기했어. 넌 꿈이 뭐니? 연예인이요. 배우, 가수 둘 중에 하나 뭐니? 전 연예인이요. 당당했거든. 연예인이 나쁜 게 아닐까. 넌 알지만 나는 연예인이 꿈이야. 나는 그냥 행복한 게 꿈이야. 근데 예성이나 너처럼 가수로서 어떤 이런 감동적인 걸 전달하는 사람도 분명히 있을
Interesting.
것이고
I totally understand what
배우들처럼
he
슬픈
means.
감정 어떤 뭐
He just wants to be
액션,
famous.
뭐 이런
He
걸
wants
전하는
attention,
사람도
but not
있을
like in a
것이야.
negative
근데 내가
way.
항상
Just
얘기하는
like
거는 웃긴 거, 재밌는
he
것도
feeds
감정
off
중에 하나인데 왜 우리나라 사람들이
making people like
여기에서
laugh
약간
and
좀
stuff.
폄하하지
And
이런
he doesn't
생각을
like
했어.
sadness.
그러니까 나는 오히려 슈퍼주니어라는 팀이 너무 고마운 게 사실
he says
폄하하지
something.
이런 생각.
Fun is also one of those emotions. How come Koreans degrade that emotion? Interesting, because I feel like Koreans are. I hate saying this. It sounds really weird. Koreans are, but like, you know, like the taboo of depression, the taboo of it's so hard because ballads and like ballads are very popular in Korea. Ballads are very popular, and like K dramas are very depressing. It's rare I find happy K dramas, even older ones. And yet, and then alcohol is very popular in Korea, which is usually a stimulant to like ward off, which that makes sense. We'll get to that. And Heechul drinks a lot. We'll get to that. Korean, I feel like Heechul says that, but I feel like he's kind of wrong, and I feel like he's the product of what he's kind of not connecting. Like Koreans, I feel like depression and suicide, those things are like very taboo. And like, you're not allowed to really talk about being sad and stuff. Like, you're not allowed to like be depressed in Korea. Like, it's like, get over it, get over it. It feels like Heechul's saying that, but more in a respectful manner, where he's saying, I respect, like, he's not degrading their feelings, you know? He's saying how he does his thing. And I feel like Heechul feels like that person who's like, without the like illness of it, like the ill factor of it, where it's like, he's not saying to push away your feelings and stuff. He's saying, you guys take your emotions and put it into music. And he's like, I don't really like that. Like he can't do himself. And it makes me wonder if Heechul, because Heechul said Yesung holds in his anger and stuff. And I'm like, I feel like he doesn't though. I feel like he just takes that anger and like puts it into emotions and then releases it into music. I feel like Heechul kind of ignores his anger. Or like, I feel like Heechul doesn't let himself be sad. Does that make sense? I don't know though. Just from what he's saying, it feels that way. Because he doesn't need to put his emotions in music and art, but it feels like he sees the world in a way that's not true. I feel like Koreans tend to want to ignore everything, and that's why they drink, because that's the only way to kind of come to terms and like push back their feelings. I feel like Heechul drinks a lot. I feel like that may be why. We'll see.
나는 오히려 슈퍼주니어라는 팀이 너무 고마운 게 사실 무시할 수 없는 팀이잖아. 근데 이러다 보니까 내가 웃기고 뭐하고 그래도 사람들이
웃기지가 그 기반이 있으니까 웃기는 게 우습지가 않은 거야.
나는 예성이랑 항상 얘기하는 게 얘는 나를 되게 좋아해. 자기가 할 수 없는 걸 한대. 나는 마찬가지로 내가 할 수 없는 거 해. 근데 우린 그게 잘 맞는 거다. 우리 멤버들은. 너도 마찬가지고. 너 혼자 이거 몇 시간을 막 친한 사람도 있겠지만 안 친한 사람들이랑 얘기하고 이거 되게 어려운 거야 이거. 그러니까 사실 얘기하면서 술 마시는 거 쉽지 않아. 여러분 원샷 하는 거 어렵거든요. 해볼게요 제가. 자, 끝까지 즐겁게 늘.
진지한 거 진짜 싫어해. 진지한 거 왜 이렇게 싫어해?
야 오빠는 누군가를 가르치고 싶지 않아. 다 웃었으면 좋겠어 그냥. 내 예능 마인드는 무조건 웃기자 이거야. 오늘 보고 까먹어도 무조건 웃기자.
아, 내가 봤을 때 형은 약간 그런 얘기할 때 본인의 분위기를 되게 어색해.
I love analyzing Heechul's mind.
나는
People who avoid serious matters to me are usually those who are very depressed.
핸드폰 메모에 그런 거 있지 않아?
But like in denial of it. I'm not saying he is, I'm just saying like usually.
더 이상 웅크리지 마. 내일 피어날지도 모르잖아. 오늘이 아니어도 언젠간 피어날 거야.
너 글씨 진짜 못 쓴다. 천재구나 악필이니까 보니까.
내가 예성이 오빠의 마음.
That means I'm like top tier genius because I have the worst handwriting ever. I will literally show you my handwriting.
목소리가 너무 좋아.
오늘이 아니어도
I'm also left-handed, which makes me like extra genius. Like I'm such a little brainiac despite having a D in history for like 10 years.
노래 너무 잘한다.
사라지. 술 먹고 노래를 하는 것도 진짜 힘든데.
Ugh, I wish they translate what they said, not the lyrics.
사랑스럽게 피어날 거야. 내가 예성 오빠의 우리 얘기를 오빠 얘기는 너무 많이 들었고
저기 나도 게스트 아니에요?
예성 오빠 얘기 들으면서 내가 되게 선물이 되고 싶었고 그리고 그 마음을 언제든지 내가 표현해 줄 수 있다면
야.
나는 언제든지 해주고 싶어. Everyday is
야.
Thursday 하면 이제 끝나거든요.
형 내일 스케줄 없어?
자, 이서 오빠 물어봐. 오빠 Everyday is 하면 Thursday 하면 돼. Everyday is Thursday.
I'm so intrigued by Heechul. Yeah, I was like, yeah, Heechul's not here to promote anything. He was literally just here. He probably wouldn't admit it, but he's here to just support Yesung, which makes me want to cry. Oh, so cute. So cute. One sec. Okay, so I'm not trying to psychoanalyze him, but Heechul, I feel like Heechul's saying that, and the one time I've seen him be serious, I think he says something like he doesn't like talking about like the accident stuff because like it makes him depressed. I think he said something along those lines. I'm probably wrong. It was like one of those interviews. I think Hyunah was in it. So I feel like Heechul saying he doesn't like talking about sad things and he's not good at serious things makes me kind of concerned for him, because so many things happen to him and so many things around him for other people happen to him, and then I'm wondering if he's ever talked about it seriously, like not just for like a quick little quip in like a interview and then making a joke right after, which is what he did in that interview and this interview. Because if you think about it, he got in a car accident right at the beginning of what could have been like his biggest career ever, which it is, but like let's be honest, he's probably more known to the public and nowadays for like knowing bros and stuff like that. But like, you know, it's still his legacy in some ways. His members lost people around them, which then affects them, which then affects him as well, if you think about that. Then he lost Sully, Junghyun, and Hara within like a couple years, who he was very close to those three people. Specifically, I think Sully, he was very close to her, if I remember correctly. I think he even took care of one of her pets. And then just, I feel like that alone is a lot, and then just other things, like his relationship with Momo. I know that's like, we don't know much about that, but I'm wondering if Momo, to me, is someone who's serious, so I'm wondering if maybe their relationship didn't work out, which I think that was probably at least his longest known relationship, especially because I've heard him say, like, I've only dated for like 6 months, like I never made it past 6 months in like old videos, which means to me, unless he's joking there, that Momo was his longest relationship, because I was like, what, 2 years? 2021 is when they broke up. And that was a year and a half since they were publicly outed. And they definitely dated for like a year or maybe 2 before that. So yeah, like that was a couple years of dating. So like that not working out, and even if let's say they broke up because they just weren't in love anymore, that's still like a long relationship and time and effort put in, and you're gonna feel sad after that. So I'm wondering if he ever like recovers from that or any of his past breakups. I just want him to be like, I feel like, to me, I love Heechul, but I feel like he hasn't like, I don't feel like he doesn't even know himself, because he's not, I feel like he's always a caricature, which he says here, like, my life's an entertainment show, like, that's not healthy. He makes fun of Leeteuk a lot, but like, Leeteuk turns on his entertainment, you know what I mean? Heechul doesn't turn his off, and I feel like that's not healthy for him or people he possibly wants to date in the future or people around him. I feel like it's hard for Heechul, besides even the Super Junior members, probably even for some of them, to get close to Heechul, because you can't form a positive bond with him, like a very deep bond. I feel like besides the knowing bros and like Super Junior members, who they all knew him for years. Like they knew him since he was a kid, basically, like 19, maybe younger. I don't remember. So that's the only reason they had to stick with him. And then of course they naturally just had to bond. They had to bond because they were in dorms together. And then Knowing Bros are his co-host, and they were with him during those things that happened. So besides forced relationships that then turned into genuine ones, I'm wondering if he has any genuine friendships. Which I think he does. But I feel like most of them are from when he was younger. That just stuck with him and they became friends and stuff. So I just feel like Heechul, I want him to like maybe go to therapy. Maybe talk to someone. Maybe open up to somebody. I'm hoping he does. I'm hoping he exaggerates here, which he probably has. But I don't know. It seemed like too honest. It seemed, and he said it so many times in interviews that I feel like, and you can tell, because whenever he does get even close to serious, he makes a joke. And I completely understand that. But like, I'm like, you're like 40. I just want to make sure you're not going your whole life like that, because it feels like his life is ignorance is bliss, and like that can only take you so far in life. So I don't know, it's someone who is too serious sometimes. I'm like, sometimes I need to joke around and stuff. That's why I like K-pop and things like that. But then, these things happen and I get too serious. Whereas I feel like Heechul's like nothing serious, and that can lead you, that's what leads him into trouble. But I do love him. I want what's best for him. I wouldn't care this much if I didn't love him. But it was nice seeing him with Yesung. I feel like Yesung to Heechul is Eunhyuk to Leejuk. Does that make sense? You get it. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.